All right. We're in action. Hooray. I'm gonna go turn my other light on and grab my book, and it's gonna be like a book reading, do some writing kind of stream. Yay. Got the link on my email. All right. I'm eating one Cadbury egg still left, but I have other ones elsewhere. Yeah, I mean, I might also do some like planner stuff while we're on the stream, but I don't know for sure. So let me go grab my stuff. Oh, thank you to whoever liked the video. Or the live stream, I guess, right? Live stream? Yeah, live stream. So I've honestly not read this book. I'm still reading the same book. It's been how many months that I'm still reading the same book? I haven't read it though for like 2 weeks or so. Like I have not touched it at all, other than putting it in and out of my backpack. So maybe I'll fill one of these entries out. And I got my writing stuff. I might work a little bit on a coloring page, but I don't know. We're just kind of hanging out. So. Have I not gone live this month? Let me look in my planner. Maybe I haven't. Yeah, I guess I haven't. Alright. Yeah. Okay. Look through this journal real quick. Gotta clean my glasses. Some of the informational stuff got scratched off lately, but I talked about this sugar scrub in one of my videos, my newer videos, a haul video that I did. Probably filmed last week or so, and then I'm going to edit soon. I actually have a video that I edited today. I was actually going to do my first makeup video, but once I started editing it, I was like, I'm not really feeling it. So I think it was probably the song I was listening to. So then I scrapped it, and then I edited a different video that I have edited in the past, and I don't know what happened the last time I had edited it back in like August last year, but it didn't like save correctly or whatever, so I had lost that progress. So I re-edited again today, so that'll go up tomorrow on my channel. It's just kind of like the backstory of how I have some of the unedited videos, so pretty simple, not too bad. And then we'll jump into the next bit. So gosh, I don't know, this book I have not touched in so long. Yeah, so the last time I was reading was fuck. Oh no. My bookmark just flew out. I have no idea where I was. I think I was right here. Shit. My bookmark flew away. I guess I was right here. I don't know. I mean, I think probably right there. I was in that chapter. But the last time I worked on it was the 4th of this month. So spilled something a little bit on one page. What's the page I was on last? I actually I really need to work on the review for this too. So I might even try to do a little bit of that on stream, to be honest. Oh, hi. How are you doing? I'm just trying to figure out at what point do I start working on reviewing this again. I might try to work on it a little bit on stream. I'm good. What's going on? Nothing's really happening. I was just trying to figure out if I want to try to read this book right now or work on the review portion of it. But if I work on the review portion, I'll have to go off screen to do something else. So, this is like from this book so far. I don't know, because I've been putting off doing it. Overall things are good. I've been doing pretty well, and I just have a lot of different things I have to work on that I haven't done in a while, like group stuff for work and reading books and working on reviews and things like that. So I've kind of been procrastinating and everything. Oh, cool. Well, welcome here. My name's Raquel. Welcome. Hopefully you enjoyed the stream. I think this is my first live of this month, so oops. Sure, yeah. My channel is Recovery to Wellness, so it's about recovery from various mental health conditions. So I touch on mental health, but more on the recovery side of things. And then I talk about my life. I do art, like time lapses and hauls, and various videos. I have a bunch of ones that I've edited and uploaded in the last couple weeks. Some like get to know me videos, and some like just chat, talking videos, audience shout outs, that kind of thing. And then eventually I do want to work, before I give this book back to the library, I want to work on a video format of a review for it, which I think my actual blog post review will guide me through it as well. But that's kind of still in the process. I have like 100 pages, less than 100 pages left of it, but I just still haven't read it in 2 weeks. So yeah, that's pretty much what my channel is, I guess. Hauls, time lapses, art stuff, recovery based things. Yeah, pretty much. I work at a adult psychiatric unit. So I do that for work, which I was mentioning earlier, is that I have some groups that I have to come up with soon, because I have my next work shift is on Thursday, so I have to come up with some more groups. I have like 2 in progress, and then I have actually a few of them in progress, but I haven't worked on them in a while. I worked a little bit on one last night, but yeah. So yeah. And then I just do books and like film reviews on my blog for fun, just for funsies. So I haven't done anything really today. I edited a video, and then I answered a couple messages, and then I slept, and pretty much that's all I've done. Oh hey, thanks. Yeah, no problem. Tired. Let's see. How would I have to work on this? I think I'm further in it than I thought. For some reason, I thought I was only 50 pages in it, but I'm definitely further in it than that. That's all I got. I mean, honestly, I don't really have much else to say. I should read this book, but I don't want to. I don't know what it is. I think I like celebrated that I was almost done with it too soon. Where am I streaming from? My room, my bedroom. I don't know how to get back into this book. Don't know. I think what happened is I celebrated that I was getting almost finished with it, but then I celebrated too soon, and then I haven't actually done anything else with it. Here's a chain. I don't know. Just trying to figure out what to do, because I should read. I should read. I don't want to read, but I should, because I want to finish this book and finally do the review and then get it published, and or at least put it and everything. But I just don't want to. It's so unfortunate. I don't know. Maybe I'll just sit back and read. So grab your books. It's book time. I'll have to work on this review at some point. Even if I can just do like 10 pages today, like 10 flags, that'd be helpful. That would bring me to page 137 if I did 10 flags today, which is better than nothing. I don't know. Time to read. Here. I also have a fiction book I can work on. Sorry it's nothing more than this, but yeah, I don't know. Just not feeling it. I'm trying it anyway. Effort has been made. Oh, cool. That's cool. I haven't posted in forever. I really need to. I haven't posted any of my newer videos on there, which I should, but I haven't. Something. I'm from Massachusetts. Here, move this down a little bit. That's better. It's just the sound machine in the background. That's cool. Thanks. What I like about this book right now too is that it's talking about how little bits of imperfect action matter more than large bits of perfect action, because perfection doesn't exist, and striving for it is unlikely to get us very far, because then we get overwhelmed and then we don't do the thing that we're supposed to do, which I find very relatable. So it's just how imperfection and small imperfect action is more sustainable than one big perfect change. I like that. Hey Marcy, how you doing? Yeah, that's good. I'm doing pretty well too. Just doing some reading. Honestly, before I started just now to, because I haven't read this book for like 2 weeks or so, but before that I was like, I have less than 100 pages, but I'm like, I should read, I don't want to read, I don't feel like reading, but now that I am reading, it's getting me excited again. Like, part of it, I don't really remember where I left off, and like knowing about the author and everything, but kind of getting back into it is helpful, and I do want to finish this book. I do want to work on my review portion of it. I want to try to do go through 10 page flags tonight, before the end of the night, and I'm excited to be able to talk about it freely too in videos and everything once I do finish it and once the review is done. So I think I'll guide it my way through the video processing via the blog post that I publish on it. So that will kind of help with that. But I do like this book a lot. And once I can finally finish it, it'll be so good, and then I can just be done with it and then return it and then work on the next nonfiction book, and then I can also go back to my fiction book and then another fiction book, and then I can return those two, and then at that point I will be able to take out new books. So unless I go through the old ones from other libraries, which I probably should do. So I don't know. Whichever comes first. Hello, we're reading. Grab your books if you want to read or if you want to do some creative writing. It'll be a ambient sound noise to do that in, you know. I have a video that I'm going to be publishing. I'm going to work on uploading to schedule it for tomorrow to be released, so that'll be good. Even just where I'm at in the book right now, it's talking about sleep and everything, and I actually have Sam. Hi, Sam. Hi, how are you? I have a book that I worked on reviewing on my blog but never actually published that I read last year that I would actually like to publish soon so that I can get that done. So I have that book that I read last year was all about sleep and everything. It was a really great book. And this chapter is just talking a little bit, well, this section is talking a little bit about sleep and everything. So it kind of reminds me of that book. But yeah, I have a problem with oversleeping for me personally. But yeah. I don't know. I do like this book is also good because it like continues on the foundation that I read for the teen procrastination book that I published on my blog, and like just how like small little bits of action are still really important and still really crucial, and like you don't have to wait until this perfect moment to like do something huge, like completely declutter your entire house. It's more like the small steps you can take are still steps at the end of the day. So I really appreciate that, because I've definitely, like, even with this review portion of it, like I have so many flags still in it, and it's just super overwhelming. And then I keep waiting until I'm in the perfect moment, the perfect time to like, work on the review. But all that's really doing is making it so that I have less time to work on it and less time to actually give it my all and less time to really enjoy it.
and, have fun with it. So thank you to all the people who are liking this live stream. I really appreciate that. Feel free to chat in the comments. I am seeing it on the side, so I can answer as it goes, but yeah. Where was I? Okay. Hi, Mike. How are you? I'm Raquel. Just doing some reading. Grab whatever book you have been neglecting and do some reading. I'm doing reading. You can do reading. We can all do reading. Like, just have fun with it. It's just a really chill live stream. That's a quick response. How fast did I respond to you? Yeah. Yeah. I don't got anything else to do. So this part talking about sleep in this book makes me wonder, because it's also talking about like being like tech free and everything too, or just not being as active on social media at night before going to bed. And I definitely will like procrastinate sleeping, like going to sleep. Even if I'm already tired, I'll procrastinate sleeping because I'm like, I just want to watch this other video, or I just want to watch this video, or whatever. So I can definitely relate to like using devices in that sense. But yeah, I mean, I really need to take more time off my devices, I think, because I think I've been on them a lot. I mean, I published a video yesterday when I was at work. I scheduled it for, well, no, I didn't schedule it, but I posted it like an hour before I went to work, and that was helpful to kind of not know, like, not be constantly refreshing the page, waiting for some or any reply or anything. But yeah, I should work on trying to detox from devices more. That's what this book is making me think of. Hello, people. How do you retract your own message? I've never honestly. I don't know how to do that. Curious. I forget how long this chapter is. 209. 209 and what? Oh no, I was asking how you delete your message on a live stream. No, it's 209 pages, so I have about 19. $15. Oh, you did it? Oh, sorry. It came out like a message retracted. I don't know. I don't know. I have the, like, your hi, and then that's a quick response, and then there's something that got retracted for some reason. So, that's weird. Thank you to everybody liking the live stream. I appreciate that. We're just doing some reading, chilling out, hanging. Yeah, could be. Probably is. It's probably a glitch. How has it already been like 45 minutes? I keep saying that I'm gonna go to the library every day that I'm home, and then I keep not doing it, which is just fantastic. But this section is interesting. It's talking about the author's inner critic and how she really had to love herself and practice being kind to herself and like being appreciative of herself before she could fully be there for other people and be able to write this book and publish it and use her voice and everything. I think that's really fantastic. It reminds me of Faye a bit. I know Faye struggled a lot with this, and it also makes me think that that's kind of how I am as well too. Like, I don't know how, I definitely have like self-doubt and like, maybe overly self-critical at times, which I've not been before in my life. So yeah, I don't know. It's just really interesting and like it just makes me even think and relate to it. Like, I have to have enough confidence in some aspects to be able to do what I do online and everything. So I don't know. It's just very interesting. It's very interesting. Like I think I know that my story matters and my voice is important and that my life matters and everything. So it's nice to hear it kind of said back by someone else with different experiences and a different life in a sense. Also didn't realize she's Australian, so that's interesting. I think I saw something about that on Instagram today. I don't think I've ever read it, honestly. Wasn't Oscar Wilde a poet? Yeah? No? I don't know. That sounds really cool. I'll have to look at where, because I definitely saw something like that, I think, on Instagram today, which is ironic, but I'll have to look into it, because I've never really, yeah, I don't think I've ever read anything by him before. Or if I have, it was back in high school, and it was a long time ago, so. Queen. The colors don't mean anything, by the way. I just pick whatever color that I want. But they don't have any meaning. That's like way too fancy. I don't do that. Not that fancy. genuinely just reading. What was that, Mike? I'm not sure I understand. Yeah, I think it might have been maybe back in high school, but that was so many years ago, so I definitely don't remember it. Oh, typo. No worries. Do you guys like it when I add my thoughts to each little section that I'm reading? Or would you prefer more silence? Genuine question. Almost 10 pages left of this chapter, so that's good. I don't know how it's already been looking at. Let me get. Please give us my opinion. I don't know why that's retracting things. It's really weird. Good to not be silent. Okay, cool, awesome. Yeah, so I just read a section about gratitude, which I really liked. Sort of like how, like, I actually really liked this part where it's talking about, every moment of every day I could find something to be disappointed by. I can look at around me at any given second and find something that is lacking, something not quite right, something to complain about or feel annoyed by or offended by or saddened by. Instead, I try to flip it. If there's always something to grumble about, surely there's also something to be grateful for in the same situation. And I really like that a lot because it reminds me of a group I want to do about choices and crossroads, especially in recovery and mental health recovery and all of that. And just like that little flip of how I always have a choice, like that cognitive reframe. I always have a choice is maybe it's not in the choice of having a condition, but having that choice of recovery. That's something that can be controlled in a sense. I don't know why things are retracting. I'm so sorry about that. I have honestly no idea what's going on. That's so weird. I don't. That's really, really weird. I don't know what's happening. Do I have something? YouTube. Oh, you don't know my YouTube? Yeah, I mean, my channel, I talk about recovery from various mental health conditions and my lived experiences, advocacy, art time lapses, room care videos, hauls, organizational things like that. Yeah, I don't know why it's retracting stuff. That's really weird. Sorry about that. I don't know why it's doing that. But yeah, I mean, this sort of part on how having that choice of even if you can't change a situation, you can change the way you're reacting to it. Yeah, for sure, definitely a positive message. There's always that choice of, okay, how am I going to respond, or how am I going to look at the situation? If it's always all this bad stuff, then can it not also be some of this good stuff? Like that balance. It's very interesting. I really like that. Let me use this one. I didn't use this as a quote in my choices. I use it as a quote in my choices video. Not video, but thing. Yeah, probably the algorithm. I don't know why though. It's never done this before, so I don't. It's really weird, but thanks for sticking with it because I don't know why it's doing that. So yeah, I really like this choice of if you can be offended by something or saddened by something or always focusing on the negative, then at the same time you can also choose to focus on the positive and practicing gratitude and moving through a situation rather than just existing through it, really moving through and living through it. I don't know, I think it's really awesome. Oh, it keeps auto-correcting? Oh, okay. Yeah, I'm working on a group about it actually kind of goes hand in hand with the I was originally doing self-advocacy as a group, and then while I was doing it, I was like, wait, what about choices and crossroads? So then I started working on that. So if I can get those two done before Thursday, that'd be great, so I can actually do one of them. But choices and crossroads are sort of that in recovery when you get to that point where it's do I choose an unhealthy action or do I choose a healthier action? And then what kind of goes into that and everything. So I'm going to be using a couple quotes. I did the C.S. Lewis quote. It's I may not be able to go back and change the beginning, but I can start now and change the ending, like that quote. I like that one a lot. So I think this whole like, instead of finding something to grumble about, surely there's something to be grateful for in the same situation. That's really kind of in line with what I want to do with that group and, you know, this overall sort of point. Hi. Good morning. Oh gosh, it's evening here. What time is it where you are? It's currently 7 at night here. Why do you waste your life on books? Books are amazing. What are you talking about? Books are fantastic. I love books. Books are magical. 4:41 a.m. Damn, that's very early. That is very, very early. Damn. I don't even get up that early. It's, yeah. I'm from Massachusetts, USA. Gosh, we made it to an hour, you guys. How? How did we do that? Oh, it's wild. It's wild. I'm just finishing rereading this section, but how can I learn to like books? Like a genuine question or like not quite, because I'm not entirely sure what you mean, the context wise. Like if you're genuinely asking, like, I mean, maybe even, I mean, I guess it depends what you want to read. Like, do you want to read like I don't, Raj Kumar, I don't. But if you want to like, I mean, there's so many books out there. Like, if you want to read like nonfiction or fiction and like all the different types of, there's so much, I mean, there's just so much, so many possibilities. But if you don't like reading books themselves, I mean, there's always like books, like ebooks or like blogs or like, you know, fan fiction or short stories or poetry. I mean, there's so many variations of, you know, learning to like books. I would try maybe start with smaller, even like novellas or something, like something kind of small. No, I'm not from MIT is a school in Massachusetts, but I've never gone there or anything, and I don't know them. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. Cigarettes. Definitely books make you like think in different ways and kind of open up your brain a little more to other lives and possibilities and characters and plot lines and all that kind of jazz. I feel like if you don't really read books, maybe try to start with like poetry books or like shorter like novellas and things like that. There's Mitch Albom did some of his books are shorter, so I think there was one. I don't remember what it was. Like One Day to Choose, or like If I Had One More Day, something like that. Yeah, there's, I mean, there's movie books and stuff too. There's so many things. You could also try graphic novels. That's also something you could try. That'd be good. Page 5 is ripping. Another quote that I liked from this section is the lightness I feel when I acknowledge that right here, right now is enough, is a letting go. It's contentment born of gratitude. Mm-hmm. And I really like that quote. I don't know if I should put a page flag on it. I don't know. It's also talking about how, that kind of never-ending cycle of like thinking, oh, I'll be happy when this next life event happens is quite validly true, that it's always you get to that next, okay, I'll be happy when I have my own car. But then I get to my own car and then it's like, well, I'll be happy when I have this new version of a car, or, I graduate from college, or I do whatever, and like, I'll be happy then. But gratitude is about appreciating what you have right now and having that be enough. And there's something really fantastic about that I haven't even really. I did a video on gratitude, actually, that I'm somewhat in the process of editing. I filmed it last year and I started to edit. I rewatched it at least and was gonna start editing it. It was interesting because it was a very emotional gratitude kind of video. So there's that. But yeah, gratitude is interesting. So thank you to everybody who is liking this live stream. I appreciate that. So now I'm going to go into the section on contentment, which is not that long. So. Sweet. So this part on contentment was really short. I don't even really have that much to say about it. She kind of talks about how contentment is not having a competition with anyone, and allows her to accept and see things as they are in that moment, and there's no constant need of instant gratification or pursuit of things, which is interesting. What's that? I see your 5-video-old video. Do I speak? I don't know what you mean, Rajkumar, about your 5-video-old video. What do you mean by that? And anime saved my life. Do I speak any other languages? Not really. Oh, 5-year-old video? Oh. What 5-year-old video? Like actual 5-year-old, like a small person 5-year-old, or like it's old for 5 years? Is it me? I don't know what you mean. But for the languages part, I'm very like I don't know Spanish as much as I used to. But that would be the only language that I know. I'm familiar, but like not super great at it, if that makes sense. So yes and no. So not really, because even if it's being, I can understand it more than I can speak it or write it or read it. But like even now, it's not as good as it once was. So, do you think we could get to 10 likes? I wonder if we can. I'm kind of curious. Yeah, I'm not sure what you mean, Rajkumar. If that's how you, I can't really tell from here. But I wonder if we can get to 10 likes. That'd be cool. But no worries. This chapter is so long. Okay. Oh shit. So this next part is on reading, and it looks like it's gonna be a bit longer. So. I don't know. I don't know what's going on. I don't know how to fix it either. Yeah, I also still don't know what you're talking about. So, eh. Yeah, I don't know why though, because I haven't done anything differently for my live stream, so I don't know why it would be getting deleted. Yeah, I'm not sure why. God knows I don't know how to fix it either, so terrible with learning things about YouTube. Yeah. How's it going? I love this section. Oh yay, we got to 9 likes. If we can get to 10, I don't know what I'll do. I won't do anything. Let me know something we can do if we get to 10 likes on this live stream. Hopefully we can get in the next 20 minutes, because I'll probably end early. But I can say I just got to page 200, and I just finished reading the section on reading books, and it was fantastic. I loved it. And I'm going to share my thoughts in just a second. Let me see. What was I saying? Yeah, I just got to 200, so I have officially 62 pages left to read. And then I'll be done with this book. And then I can move closer to actually working, editing, finishing the review on my blog, doing a video out of it, and then, if not, even maybe little series of videos, like video clips and such, and then returning it, and then not having it be in my need to pay it off zone. So that's fantastic. Yes. So let me see what we can do if we get to 10 likes on the live stream. We'll do something fancy. I don't know what, though. We can eat ice cream. I don't know. But, let's see. Okay. So this part was, we got to 10 likes. Yay! What should we do, though? We should do something to celebrate 10 likes. I don't know what we can do, though, other than eat ice cream. I don't know. Let me know in the comments, in the chat, what we should do to celebrate 10 likes, because that's fantastic. Thank you to everybody who liked the video, or the live stream. I keep thinking of it as a video, but it's a video live stream, right? Anywho, I got to the section, I finished the section on reading, and it means that I have reached 200 pages into this book, which means I only have 62 left to go, so I'm closer and closer to finishing it. I'm going to work on the review part of it tonight on my blog, and hopefully I'll get further into it, and it'll be a whole thing, and it'll be exciting. Anywho, so this part was on reading. I'm in the chapter 6, I think. 10 likes. I know! I'm so excited. It's fantastic. I don't know what we should do to celebrate. We should do something to celebrate, but I'm not sure what. So it's chapter 6, A Cabin in the Woods. And she just talked about all about reading books and how she definitely reads a lot of apocalyptic books, which I can kind of relate to. Just sleep. Okay, we'll just go to sleep. Yep, that's great. Yeah, so she talked a lot about how she reads a lot of like apocalyptic books, which I definitely have quite a few of those. I haven't read them, but and relax until it becomes 20. It's definitely not going to become 20 because I'm definitely going to leave before it's 20 likes. But that would be maybe a goal for next time for sure. Yeah, so it has to do, she was talking about how reading has to do with slow living because she makes time for reading when there's not really time for it. And that's fantastic because I always say that I want to read a book, or I always say that as like my to-do list of the day, and then I just never get around to it because I'm online or I'm just working on something else or I'm sleeping more likely than anything else. and she used reading as a kid as an escape, which I can relate to. Time would just fly by while she's reading, which I can also relate to in this, because it's been like almost an hour and a half, and I don't know how that happened because I've been mainly reading and everything, and I wish my enjoyment of reading was as much as it was when I was a child, but unfortunately it's not. It's very much a task and like something I have to do, unfortunately. Um, but it does mean that I enjoy it, I guess, for longer, in the sense I don't really read as much as I want to, at least books. Like, reading books is different than, like, reading a blog post or reading YouTube comments or reading, like, fan fiction and things like that. Like, it's all stuff I want to get back into. It just takes a while, and it's not as easy as it once was for me, unfortunately. Um, but she's talking about how when she was in the worst of her depression, because she had postpartum depression and everything, she didn't read at all, and what she would read didn't help. It was either to work on her business or read about successful people or magazines or fashion blogs and all this kind of stuff, and she would read and compare and read and berate and read and tear herself to shreds, and it was never for fun. And then she's talking about how she picked up the Hunger Games, and she read all of them in 4 days, and it's just so fantastic, like, to read about that, like, to see that, like, people can get back into it. Hi, how are you? I'm doing pretty well. I'm doing pretty well. How are you doing? Um, uh, yeah, I'm talking about this section on reading, and in this book of mine, and it's just so relatable and so fantastic, and it gives me hope in a way that I can go back to reading as I once did. I don't read other people's blog posts as much as I used to, which I want to get back into. But yeah, it's just awesome. I think there have been a couple books where, oh, you know what it was? Mitch Albom for One More Day. That's the title of, like, the little short novella that I had read a few years ago. That's a pretty good book. But just, like, I want to get back into, like, reading blog posts and, like, reading, like, other fanfiction stuff and just reading things, and I don't know. It gives me some hope that I can get back into that. Maybe not in the same way as it used to be, but still in a necessary, doable fashion. Am I knowing crypto? I definitely don't. But I like how she says she was captive and present and mindful. I was both completely present and totally absent. That's really cool. I'm gonna finish this page. I also like how she talks about how she reads every chance she can, like, outside, eating lunch, in the bath, waiting for the doctor, reading with her kids. And she says, even if it's only one page before I fall asleep, I always make time for her story. That is really important, I think, too, because, like, I think I tend to, like, make it into this huge, like, I have to read, like, 20 pages, or I have to read, like, 100 pages or whatever, and then I just never wind up doing it. Versus, like, even just taking this, like, live stream to, like, I didn't want to read this book when I started, like, 20 minutes into this live, and now I'm about 62 pages left and closer to finishing it than ever. And it was just that little bit, but I got back into it. I fell back in love with it, and yeah, I mean, it doesn't have to be perfect, and it doesn't have to be this, I'm going to read this entire book, like 200 pages in one sitting kind of thing. It can just be something small and doable and achievable, and I really like that a lot. So cool. So, I'm going to get to, I think, the next page, and then I'll end the live stream. That was really good. It was really, really good. I'll give 5 more minutes. And then I'll end the live stream. I think the next section is on food. Food's a bit longer. I'm gonna add one. All right, 5 more minutes. Clock starts now. So the section on food talked about sort of more whole foods and like kind of the author's relationship with food and just how she would stress eat a lot. And I'm almost gonna finish this live, so I'm gonna jump into my other journal to do a prompt out of there. But for right now, yeah. So she's talking about how she would kind of be like addicted to certain foods, like junk food and things like that, and how when she finally looked at a month-long sugar-free experiment, like she and her husband did, and how cutting that all out, changed her relationship with food, and she started to do more whole foods and veggies and good fats and a lot less sugar and things like that. So she does still celebrate like on Fridays, like eating pizza and then stuff like that, but overall no processed foods, which is interesting. I honestly want to get into like healthier living, which I started to do on my channel before, but never really did it after that. So yeah. All right. Shit. Alright. So I got to let's see. Hold on. I can't do math. Sweet, I read 20 pages, so huzzah. That's fantastic. That's actually really good. I read 20 pages. You guys were here for the process, and I'm going to work on 10 flags of this tonight, or 5 if 10 is too much. But getting closer and closer to finishing it. I'm going to try to do a prompt out of this journal before I go. Let me see, which one should I do? Let's see. Okay, I'm going to do the prompt. So this is from I'm Awesome, Here's Why by Sarah Catherine. I'm going to do the prompt on page 149, and it says, take pride. Whenever you have a negative thought about yourself, tell yourself out loud 3 things you're proud of. Can't speak out loud, write them down in the space provided. Get it out in the universe. The sooner you can break the habit of thinking negatively about yourself, the sooner you'll start feeling a shift in self-confidence. So that's what it looks like right there. And I'm going to fill out a few things right now. My fancy pen. I stole this from work, but I also needed it because my other pen died. So here, let me put it down so you can see what I'm doing. Today is Tuesday.
Saying my connection is unstable for some reason, but once I finish this last part, I'll read it out what my answer is. So, here's what I said. So that was a prompt. I said a few things I'm proud of, which essentially was 3 of them. 1, I read 20 pages of a book today when I didn't feel like it, and it changed my perspective. 2, I did and completed a live stream when I wasn't sure if I could or what I was doing exactly. 3, I showed up today, I spoke with others, and I achieved a book live and reading goals with imperfection in mind that wouldn't have been done otherwise had I let perfectionism win. And then I say good job for myself. So that's all what I wrote right there. I know this live stream was honestly longer than I thought it was going to be. But I'm really glad I did it. I think we had really good conversations in the chat, and we got to 10 likes, which is fantastic. I don't think I've ever gotten this much during a live before, so I'm really happy that we could do that today. And I'll be having new videos going up soon throughout the rest of at least Wednesday and Friday and such. This is my weekend on, so I'll be working this weekend, but I might be able to get something up on one of the days or something. And my next live stream I will probably do next Saturday, not this coming Saturday, but the Saturday after, the 30th, I think, of April. Probably around this time, like around 6 or so, Eastern Standard Time. So that is all I have. As always, stay safe, take care, be well. Much love and light to you. Thank you so much for visiting, chatting, watching, liking, or finding this later. And I hope you have a good rest of the week, and I will see you soon. Bye.